这样的问题。Now the next wave of question is about the business model and market acceptance. How fast and what velocity do you think the user will adopt the first wave of the VR product, the consumer level, like Rift, Gear, Vive, and the software that you guys developed? What's your projection?
So Mark Zuckerberg actually today came forth and said he thinks hundreds of thousands of headsets will be sold in the first year. Mm-hmm. I agree with that. Most of those people will be gamers, and for that reason I think her game will do very well in that market. That's the early adopter market though. It will be gamers, it will be the people willing to spend $1,000, $1,500 on the computer and the headset in order to access this gaming content. So that is a limited number of people, but year 2, year 3, year 4, we'll start to see the price decrease, the second, third, fourth version of these headsets coming out, and at that point we'll start to see more applications in movies and general social type of interaction apps, these types of things.
那么 Tony 说到今天Facebook 的这个小扎也在一个访谈当中提到了他预计在明年 Oculus 出货之后呢，会有几十万台的这样子的 VR 的眼镜会售出。那么 Tony 认为在这样子的一个数字呢，是一个合理的预期。这个数字将会主要是对于这些重度的游戏玩家，因为这些玩家不仅要花将近$2000左右去买一台的电脑，而且要买这样子的 VR 的眼镜，所以他们还要再花其他的钱来买这个软件的产品，包括像游戏。所以说，这肯定是重度的游戏玩家才会去使用的。但是在一开始第一年有这么这个几十万到这个上百万的这样子的用户，并不是一件坏事。他认为第2年、第3年不断的产品的出来，会大家有更多的这种的使用的这种的获得，以及在市场上会不断的往前进。What do you think? What's your estimate?
I agree, and I believe it's gonna be start with games, but then afterwards everyone is gonna when the big companies start to release like products like we have Star Wars and things like that coming soon, and big companies coming like Disney and doing stuff in films and not just like game specific. So when this content start to come and all these other big companies, they're kind of scared at the moment to jump in because they want to first see it working. So when the other big companies come, it will be an explosion. Like we seen so many people trying VR now, that like old people, young people. It's just it feels like everyone is ready for it, but they just don't know. Like they just don't have the opportunity to use a headset yet because it's still like undeveloped. It's still developed kits, still not release it. So also in the end of the year we have the Gear VR coming, so it's gonna be a big opportunity to open virtual reality to public. There's no just game specific public. So I think mobile is gonna open a lot the public for virtual reality, and Oculus is gonna be more focused in the beginning and play in gamers, Vive, PlayStation, and later on we're gonna have everyone start using, but it's gonna take time. People are scared of new technology. They're scared actually to put their glasses on and don't see the world. It's hard to convince them to use it, but after the first time, they're in love with it.
好，那么 Anna 的观点，她同意这个 Tony 的观点。那么她还有一个观点是认为呢，除了这种重度的游戏玩家之外，她所接触到的所有的用户，几乎毫无例外的都喜欢虚拟现实的这样子的一个体验，包括从这个童叟无欺，老幼皆宜。那么他也做过很多的用户的测试，包括这种的这个小孩啊，还有这种老年人啊，这个无论男女老幼，他认为最后都会喜欢上这样的一种的体验方式，所以他认为这种的发展速度是会非常快的。好，那么这里是我们第5期的硅谷密谈。那么今天为大家请到的是 Tony， 是 Lingoland 的这个 founder， 和 Anna 是 Pixel Rift 的这个 founder， 他们2位都是在虚拟现实的这个产品当中开发很出色的2位创始人。接下来的时间呢，我们将会开放给我们的观众们，也就是我们探粉们来提问。大家可以在我们的微信群里 跟我们的这个探长来提出问题。那么 Peter 探长和 Paul 探长呢，将会把大家的问题集中到我这里来，那么跟大家来这个一块来分享。那么大家如果有问题，现在就可以在微信群里把这个问题提出给探长。好，我们来看第一个问题。Now it's the Q&A time. Right. The first question is for you. As an English teacher, I'd like to make an interactive learning platform. Can we use the technique that you guys are talking about? How do they use?
Yes, so our product is a platform, so anyone can make quests in the scenes and teach their students or students that we'll provide to you. So we view it purely as a platform. It's not open to anyone yet, but if you are an English teacher and you want to use the product, come talk to us.
好，那么第一个问题是一位做英文老师的这个网友提出来的。那么他说，如何使用 Tony 他们开发的这个 Lingoland 作为英文老师进行这种互动式的教学？那么 Tony 也回答了，就是说他们现在的产品呢还是有限内测，那么并没有开放给所有的用户。但如果说各位有兴趣，尤其是英文老师有兴趣来上面来教课的话，那么可以向他们申请这个测试账户。那么在这个账户上面，你可以建立自己的虚拟空间，然后呢，也可以找自己的学生，他们的平台也会给大家来配发学生，或者说给你配备学生。所以这样子的一个机制呢，是他们现在已经在的。所以如果你是这个英语学习的爱好者，What languages do you have?
Just English right now.
Just English right now. 现在只有英文。那么如果大家是英文的这个教师，或者是这个重度学习者的话，可以向他们来申请这个测试账户。好，这是第一个问题。This is the first question. Let's look at the second question. The second question is VR towards the whole ecosystem. Nowadays, the goggles need to support the product. And what is the compatibility and what are your strategy to make your product be compatible with all the available hardwares? That's for both of you. 那么这个问题是关于软件和硬件的兼容性的问题的，因为在不同的厂商所生产的这种的虚拟现实的眼镜和头盔，他们的技术标准和所支持的格式是不尽相同的。那么在这个情况底下，他们的产品如何去对于不同的这个硬件去做这个适配性的开发？
So it's quite challenging actually to
这是一个很困难的问题。
to choose. There's so many platforms coming at the moment. It's like explosion of VR headsets, and you have to kind of because we're a small team, we have to decide which are the ones that we believe the ones that fit better with our product. So it depends on, I guess now a developer needs to do the question like, which platforms do you think your audience, the audience that is going to use your product is going to be using more this kind of headsets? They're going to be more mobile? Is it going to be more PC gamers? So in our case, because we're doing a game that reference old classics from the video games and kind of travel through the history of video games, we believe that our main core audience basically 30, 40-year-olds, hardcore gamers that grew up in the 80s. And these are our main audience. So we concentrating in focus on PC. So we're gonna release for Oculus and PlayStation for now. But we had to say kind of no for Gear VR because Gear VR is for the Samsung phone. Because our game, you need a controller, and then basically people have to buy that specific phone with that specific headset and a joystick. And there's other problem that you need to optimize your product for this platform. So mobile, if you like, we're building the whole thing for PC, and then we're going to transform to mobile. It's quite tricky, and you may not get the right frame rate for that platform. The performances can lose, and like in our game, we had like 9-10 kids in the classroom. It's too many characters, and we ended up, you know what, we need to prioritize and focus on PC for now, and then later on we're going to do mobile. So it's kind of you have to decide if you're a big company, you can probably separate the teams and try to make for all of the headsets you can. I would suggest try all the headsets you can. Put your product as much headset you can. You try it. If you can't, just focus on those ones that you believe your main audience is gonna have. And that's what we had to do. I guess it's a hard question for anyone. No one knows which one's gonna be the main one in the future. So you kind of have to try to have your product in all of them.
好，那么 Anna 的回答是这个软件和硬件的适配的问题，最终还是要看这个产品的特性。那么对于他们的产品来说，由于他们的这个游戏主要是对于复古的这种游戏玩家的这样的一个市场，针对这样子的一个市场，所以他认为可能是 PC 端的会更多，所以他会更多支持这个 PC 端的这样子的显示。因为虚拟现实的这个头盔对于 PC 端的这个支持会有更好的画质，有更高的刷新率，而使用 Gear VR 也就是这个移动端的这个虚拟现实的眼镜的话，对于这个画质以及刷新率就不会有那么高。那么对于一个小的他们这样子的一个创业团队来说，没有资源去做所有的硬件的适配，那么一定要选择一个他们认为最主流的方向来做。那么这也是创业当中如何去取舍的一个很重要的一个问题。OK, Tony.
So we are not a VR company for the next 18 to 24 months because we're trying to grow very fast. And for now, we're just focused on Android. So right now you can play our application on desktop, Windows, Mac, but the main focus will be Android for the next 2 years because that is the device that most people have and we are trying to grow very quickly. But once VR is more established, we'll pick which headsets that make the most sense to us. So we're not trying to gamble right now on which one will be the most successful, but we will be ready when that most successful headset is ready for us.
那么由于他们大概还有一段的时间才能真正的进入虚拟现实的这个发布的这个阶段，所以他们采取的策略是在那儿先看一看形势。如果说这个市场上哪里有哪一个品牌，或者说哪一个标准的这个VR 的头盔站到主流了，也适合他们的产品的话，他们就会针对性的来进行开发。那么这其实也是一个很好的一个方法，也就是静观其变，以不变应万变啊。好，那么大家现在收看的是第5期的硅谷密谈。那么我们今天请到的是2位在虚拟现实产品开发过程当中做得很好的2位创始人 Tony 和 Anna。那么我们现在进入的是问答环节，欢迎大家通过我们的微信群来提问。那么你们可以把问题提在微信群里，那么探长会给我们这个发来这样子的问题。是有关于如何使用这个头盔的。现在大家所熟悉的这个虚拟现实的头盔，以及他们认为会在什么样的情况底下发生这种爆发式的增长，这是我们一位这个探友提出来的问题。So next question is about the velocity of the user acquisition. So VR gear, when and in what format do you think it's going to have the explosion in the consumer level market?
So I think this year we'll see some growth, that few 100,000 number of Oculuses, maybe some Morpheus when it comes out next year, the gears included. These are still very expensive devices, so I think not this Christmas, that's next month, but next year, next Christmas, we will start to see that sort of curve go up. That's when you'll start to see the early adopters that are not necessarily gamers buying these headsets.
那么 Tony 的想法应该是在明年1季度发货之后，在明年的圣诞节这个消费点将会出现一个比较大的一个高潮，那么从此之后将会有一个指数性的增长，这是他的对于市场的一个预计。